Let's do the Bhakti Yoga Shloka Sangraha. Sorry, Samarasya Shloka Sangraha. So, Dhyana Shloka. Om Arthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamrutavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashaadhyayini Amba Tvamanusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhagavadveshini Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Sunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopaniषदैहि Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusurasuraganah Devaya tasmai namaha Vasudeva sutam devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki paramanandam Krishnam vande jagadgurum Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum landhayate girim Yakrupātamaham vande Paramanandamadhavam Parasharyavachas sarojamamalam Gītārthagandhotkatam Nānākhyanakakesaram harikatha Sambodhana bodhitam Loke sajjana षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु मोक्षार्थं योगप्राणमरस्य श्लोकसङ्ग्रहः श्रीभगवानुवाच अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः. Let us practice this one. I know we have done this in Bhakti Yoga Shloka Sangraha, but we practice once more. Chaturvidha bhajante mam Jana Sukritino Arjuna Chaturvidha bhajante mam Jana Sukritino Arjuna Arto Jignasurartharthi Jnani cha Bharatarshava Arto Jignasurartharthi Jnani cha Bharatarshava चतुर्विधा भजन्ते मां जनाः सुकृतिनोऽर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जनाः सुकृतिनः. अर्जुन, हे अर्जुन, आर्तो आर्तः जिज्ञासुः अर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. So here Bhagavan is talking about the context here is, it is coming, the shloka previous to this shloka talks about people who do not believe, or I would rather say who do not know and do not believe the existence of God. So they take this entire world just to be jada, inert, and everything is happening, some order is there, you don't need anybody, the order takes care of it. So they are also called Nastika sometimes, contextually. So here they are Nastika. And whereas in this shloka, Bhagavan is talking about Sukritinaha, who do punyam, because of some punyam, they develop a relationship with God. All of us should have relationship with God. Because ultimately we have seen when we did Vibhuti Yoga, some of you might have been here, God is in the form of this entire world. That's what is Vishwarupa Darshanam. So therefore God alone is there. And therefore every transaction you are doing, suppose you are talking to your friend, actually what you are doing is you are talking to God. This is a fact. This is not just our own kalpana. And we should not have a kalpana that person becomes a God or God comes in front. That is all movies. What we mean here is he alone is in the form of this order. You see the entire body, he or she, your friend, body is there, mind is there, all this is Bhagavan himself. So you are transacting with Bhagavan. So every transaction goes. So therefore here Bhagavan is talking about 4 types of bhakta. Bhakta means those who relate to God and love God. And love here is in the sense of higher or reverential love. Like you love your parents. That is the kind of love. Out of respect. It is fraught or it is with respect that you have love. So what are the 4 types he is describing? First is Arthi Bhakta. So those people who go to God when they are in distress. Because they think, which is true also, God is also the one who will take you away from any distressful situation. Like for example, you have to write an exam and you have not studied something. You go to God, please let the subject be what I have studied. You studied 3 chapters, I should only get those 3 chapter questions. Yes or no? In the mind, you may not go to the temple or you may not tell in front of somebody, but in the mind you will have. Okay, such a person is called Arthi Bhakta. In fact, Artharthi Bhakta. Here you want some marks in the subject. Arthi Bhakta are who? Suppose somebody is not well in my family. Then there is a distress. Suppose I am having some loan, debt. There is a distress. Then that distress situation I want to be away from. So you pray to God, please get me away from this situation. Please get me away from this situation. This is Artha. Then Jignasuhu. This is the 3rd stage. So Artha and Artharthi belong to the same stage. They take God as the means to either get away from something or go towards something. That is where God is the means. A Jignasu Bhakta is a person who wants to know God. He has transcended above likes and dislikes, so he wants to know God. So he is called as a Jignasu Bhakta. For him, God is the end. And God is the end means slowly he comes to know knowledge of God, knowing God. That is the end. That is why Vivekananda used to go to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he used to tell, did you see God? I want to see God. So God is the end. So God becomes the end for them. So they are called Jignasu because they understand. Although God is the end, God can only become the end means the knowledge of God is the end. Who is God? What is this? What is this world? Why did I come? Why was I born? All these questions, the person is called as a Jignasu Bhakta. For him, all that is more important. So when he goes to God, he will not ask me, give me a car, give me a house, so and so, give me money. He will ask more about, I want to know you. Please give me those qualities. Daivi Sampat Vimokshaya. So give me qualities. So therefore, he is called as Jignasu Bhakta. And then Jnani. Jnani is a person who has realized that God whom he treated as end is none other than his own real Swarupa, his own real nature. He is called Jnani. So he is the fourth kind of Bhakta. So Bhakta is there all throughout. The person is not going to be non-Bhakta anytime, because we are talking about people who are Bhaktas here, not the Nastika. So these are the four kinds of Bhakta. Just before closing, one other way of seeing this is, the same person, depending on the maturity level, goes from one stage to another stage. Initially, he will be a Arti, Artharti Bhakta. Then he becomes a person who goes beyond likes, dislikes, desires are completely reduced. He has transcended, it has become preference. And then finally, he becomes a Jignasu Bhakta because he wants to know, what is this God? What is this world? Why has it come about? Why was I born? So this is a Jignasu Bhakta. The same person, by gaining knowledge, by first gaining qualification, by doing yoga sadhana, getting the qualification, purifying the mind, purifying the intellect, purifying the body, right? All of this is purified, he becomes qualified for the knowledge, and then he gets his self-knowledge, he becomes a Jnani. And therefore the same person, you can see it in another way, same person is first initially Artha Bhakta, then Artharthi Bhakta, Jignasu Bhakta and Jnani Bhakta. Thank you.
So we have a presentation prepared for you, just for you to know about Kamada Ekadashi and Ekadashi in general. So when we talk about the glories of Ekadashi, there's a conversation that is happening between Srimati Radharani and the gopis are asking to Srimati Radharani that what's so important about Ekadashi, why should we keep it? Then she gives some scriptural references that talks about how King Ramachandra, he kept a fast on Ekadashi when he wanted to build a bridge over the ocean in order to fight Ravana. Then we talk about there's one very famous king in Srimad Bhagavatam called as King Ambarish. He could get free from the curse of Lord Brahma. And a curse given by Lord Brahma is something that is very difficult to break. So just by observing the vow of Ekadashi, he was able to do that. So just like that, there are many references from scriptures where people and great personalities have kept Ekadashi fast and have really seen the result. So here just a small scriptural reference that if you want to please the Lord, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, then it's great to observe the vow of Ekadashi and you can also fulfill your desires. It is said in the Brihad Naradya Purana that anyone who observes the vow of Ekadashi will certainly attain liberation. Imagine just by keeping a normal fast, you can attain liberation. Yeah, the glories of Ekadashi fast, as I mentioned, there are other examples as well. One more, King Vaishanta. He observed the vow of Ekadashi in order to deliver his forefathers from the abode of Yamraj. So there are other examples as well how significant Ekadashi fasting is. Benefits of keeping a fast, you can just check the highlights. It is equivalent to visiting any place of pilgrimage. If you feel like visiting Vrindavan or any place that's in your heart, you can simply just keep a fast and that is equivalent to that. It is also considered to be well known as equivalent to the Ashwamedha sacrifice. And you can also get rid of all your sins, you can purify your body, mind and soul. These are the benefits of Ekadashi fasting. Next slide. Alright, so just a small information for you all. If you plan to keep Ekadashi, this is what you can have. There are fox nuts which are known as makhana, ghee, cottage cheese, paneer, fruits. There are singhara atta, kuttu ka atta, and a lot of dishes that can be prepared from all these ingredients. Then what cannot be eaten? Of course, non-vegetarian food, pulses, grains, wheat flour, rice, and onion garlic. So if you can, please try to avoid it. Also, as you all know that in a year, there are 24 Ekadashis that arrive, and here today is Kamada Ekadashi. So it's better late than never. If you've not started keeping a fast, you can always start from the next Ekadashi as well. That is Varunthini Ekadashi. So today is Kamada Ekadashi. If you want to keep a note of it, anybody who's keeping a fast, if they're keeping it, then the breaking time is tomorrow. That is between 6 a.m. to 10:16 a.m. So it's also very important to know how to break the fast and when to break the fast. So on this beautiful occasion, we have started an initiative where we are gathering together at 6:30 p.m. here at Shruti Mandir today, where we will be doing Harinam Sankirtan, Japa session, and we'll be knowing more about Kamada Ekadashi. So you all are invited.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti